I wonder what would happen if this wasn't the last seat on the bus. Would she still sit next to me?
If this wasn't the last seat on the bus, what would I do? Would I still sit next to him? If that happened, and I did, he'd think I'm interested in him. Which of course I am.
If it was, and she did, I might get the impression that... No, don't go there.
It hasn't happened yet, so there's no reason to consider it. But if it did...
I wish I knew who she is, and what she does.
I wish I knew who he is and what he does.
She always smiles when she gets off the bus. I smile back. I watch her as she walks away, but she never looks round.
I think he looks at me when I get off the bus. I never turn around to see if he is looking. I just get the feeling. Although it could just be my imagination.
I don't suppose she even notices that I look at her when she walks away. If she did, she'd turn around. Not all the time. Just once. Just to see if I am looking at her.
I want to turn around to see if he's looking at me, but I won't do that, just in case he is, and then he'll be embarrassed when I see him the next day.
If she did turn around to see if I was looking at her, and I was looking at her, I'd be embarrassed if I saw her the next day. I will still look though, just in case she does look round, but if she does...
Shall I turn around to see if he's looking at me? Today, just this once. I could turn to the side, as if I'm looking at something else, and see if he's looking at me. Go on, do it. But I don't know, it's too risky.
She's, I don't know, 17, 18, about that. She might go to college. College is only 100 yards from where she gets off, so she might go to college.
I look at his hands, when he doesn't notice, of course. They're nice hands and long fingers. He has long fingers. Maybe he's a pianist. Or just a boy with long fingers. Don't be silly. Stop being so silly. Careful.
I wonder what she smiled about.
Careful, Jesus, be careful. Don't want to give any signs out, like I notice him or something. I don't want him to think.
I don't want her to think
that I'm curious
that
about
I'm
him.
curious about her.
Which I am.
Which I most certainly am.
Which I most definitely am. I do have this feeling about him. I can't explain.
Silences are funny. Well, not funny, but there's something magical about silences that I can't explain.
I kind of enjoy not knowing who he is and what he does. But that's all momentary. I want to know all about him. I want to know everything about him.
Feels like a silent relationship, what we have. Relationship? What am I talking about? Relationship? These thoughts. Stop having these crazy thoughts. I'm crazy. I must be crazy.
I always make sure my phone's turned off when I'm on the bus. Oh God, that would be awful. Someone ringing me. Just imagine. No, I can't imagine. It would be too terrible. Have I turned it off? God, I'm not sure.
Is she going to make a phone call?
Oh, that was close. I really thought I left it on, and Mum might call about picking up milk or something on the way home. Relax. The phone's off. Totally off. Don't look again. Don't get paranoid. It's off. Totally off.
She might work for social services. If she works, that is, and doesn't go to college.
I wonder what he does. Doesn't look like he works with his hands. That's a stupid thing to say. Everyone works with their hands. I mean, looking at him, though looks can be deceiving, as I know only too well.
I wonder if she works with children. Maybe she works with disadvantaged children in some way. A nanny. Something like that. Maybe she's a children's nanny. Did I turn my phone off?
Is he going to make a phone call?
Shit. Yes. For a moment I thought...
Oh, he could work with computers. In IT or something. With those long fingers.
Imagine if someone rang me. No, I do not want to imagine if someone rang me. My face would go red. I'd be so embarrassed that I'd die. I'd totally die on the spot.
I wonder what his name is. Sebastian. He could be a Sebastian. Something unusual. Not John, or a David, or a Bennett. He could be a Bennett, or a Jasper, or a Dalton, or Patterson. He doesn't look Scottish, so it's unlikely he'd be called Patterson. But do Scottish people look Scottish? Not sure. I mean, my name's Portia. Peas, how ridiculous. Portia from Portsmouth. Careful.
I don't know what she's smiling about.
I mean, of all the names to give me, Portia. My name is Portia.
Patterson. My name's Patterson. I mean, of all the names to give me, why give me an old Scottish name when I'm not Scottish? Patterson from Portsmouth.
I mean, why, Mum? Why, Dad? What were you thinking when you chose Portia? I know Mum likes Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice in particular, but still. They weren't to know, were they?
Patterson, for God's sake. Patterson. I mean, why, Mum? Why, Dad? Was Patterson some old TV show they used to like? Or was he some actor Mum took a fancy to? Whatever. I hate it. Still, I want to know, were they? Our phone's off.
Phone's off. He looked, he saw it was off. Look to the window now. Take it slowly. Slowly. Imagine, you're about to get married, and you change your mind. You realize it's a mistake. You find out something about your husband-to-be, and the vicar says, "Do you take this man to be your husband?" And you freeze. Because you can't say no, because you struggle with N's. And you say, "I will," because W's are okay.
I wonder what she's smiling about.
And throughout your entire life, when you're asked something, you say yes instead of no, because Y's are okay and N's are not. Imagine the totally different direction your life would be going. That is so funny.
Something must really be amusing her. I wonder what it is. She's almost laughing.
For God's sake, Portia, control yourself. You'll think you're totally mad.
Maybe she's thinking that I'm thinking that I'd like to be her boyfriend. And she's mocking me because that's a totally ridiculous thing to think, and I need to get those thoughts out of my head right away. That I'm totally not good enough for her.
Oh, that's better. Back to normal.
Sorry, okay? Sorry if that's what you're thinking. I'm not that bad. There are worse boys you could go out with, you know. I'm not some rapist or murderer. And if that's really what you think, get up and move. Go on.
What's he looking at me for?
Get up and move now. Go sit somewhere else. You don't have to sit here. I didn't ask you to.
Why is he looking at me so aggressively? What have I done?
Cool it. Cool it. She'll notice. Breathe. Breathe deep. That's better.
Boys get tired of me. Interrupt me when I'm trying to finish my words, trying to get my words out. It's so maddening.
Girls, shit, they get so embarrassed by me. What's wrong with you? Why can't you talk properly? Go on, get it out. And by that, they don't mean like, you know what.
It's about me, you know. Not that I stammer. It's about me as a human. About the person, who they are, what they are. Not about the physical. Me as a human being. Me.
Can you take a vitamin pill for it? Is there some kind of vitamin deficiency in your diet that stops you talking? What about cod liver oil tablets? Omega-3? They're supposed to be good. Have you tried them?
Been like this all your life, have you? Stammered. Yes, I have been like this all my life. Ever since I opened my mouth, okay?
But I don't care. Because it's about me. The person. And I'm alright. I volunteer at an old people's home, and they like me. Even if it takes me an hour to get out a sentence, they like me.
Then it's the call or text message. Very sorry, Portia, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't think our relationship's going anywhere, okay?
Then the call. Sorry, Patterson. I'm finishing it. Us. Nothing wrong with you. I just don't think our relationship's going anywhere, okay?
But I'm alright. I'm really alright.
I'm alright. Really. I'm alright.
I won't be getting on this bus anymore in 2 weeks' time. New job, new place, different bus. I won't see him every day. I feel sad that I won't see him every day.
What's that look for?
I'll probably never see him again. And all I'll have are my thoughts about him. How much I like him. How much I wish I knew him. How much I wish I could say something. I could cry. I could honestly cry. I feel so sad.
I've never seen her look like this before. I wonder what's wrong.
Next stop's mine. That's it. 6 months of wondering will be over. Our silent relationship will be over. I feel so sad.
I want to ask her what's wrong. I won't, of course. She's getting off soon anyways.
I'm going to talk to him. Yes, I am.
Why is she looking at me?
I don't care if I stammer.
Oh my god, she's going to say something!
This has gone on for long enough.
She's going to say something, I'll be so embarrassed!
I'm... Portia.
I'm... Patterson. Hi.